Postmodern loneliness and myths of love. Postmodern loneliness is the result of the concept of individualism, which has been seen as something very important for a long time now. Society has imposed on us two very contradictory ideas. One is that everyone must create his own path. The second is that being alone is a terrible thing. Postmodern loneliness is also reinforced by the fact that it is becoming more common to fear each other. The concept of neighbors has almost completely disappeared. In our world, the people around us are strangers. You don't want to know anything about them. There is something threatening about strangers. The result is a society where people are more alone but struggle with loneliness. We have created a world where we are unable to live in community, but we are not alone either. Both loneliness and company are a problem. Loneliness, a concept that became problematic. Until Romanticism, solitude was not significant. Before that, loneliness was not something to think about or a source of existential problems. One accepted the fact that one was born alone and would die alone. Individualism did not occupy much thought either. People basically lived in a community. It was common for entire families to live under the same roof. Grandparents, children, grandchildren, close family members lived in the same place. Neighborhood relations were also strong. People knew each other and they lived close together. At the same time, there were collective rituals that involved almost everyone. Church services, local parties, etc. There was a clear perception that everyone was part of a community. This changed with Romanticism. The couple was the answer to everything. The ideal was an isolated, private couple in their own world. Society gradually began to realign itself around the couple and the small nuclear family it created. At the same time, loneliness began to take on more importance and became undesirable. Postmodern loneliness. After the move from the large family and community to a society of couples, a new reality began to emerge with the introduction of new technologies. So postmodern loneliness was officially ushered in. Now there was a fundamental contradiction. We are connected to the whole world and feel more alone than ever before. Some people feel so lonely that they feel bad if they don't get a like on social media. In fact, there is so much loneliness that people become addicted to social networks. They get caught up in the fact that they are receiving and sending messages, even if they don't say anything. On the other hand, within the framework of postmodern loneliness, the couple gain disproportionate importance. People assume that you are alone if you don't have a partner. As if the world only consists of couples. And an ended relationship plunges us into an abyss of total misery, as if the couple was the only source of happiness. Question the myths about love and loneliness. Perhaps it is time to question the myths surrounding loneliness and love. Postmodern loneliness proves that something is wrong. See culture as it is does not lead us towards a sense of peace, perfection or happiness. The opposite happens. Emotional difficulties and psychological problems become more frequent. Let's start by remembering something that most of us know. We all need love. However, romantic love is just one of the many manifestations of love. There is also love in a family, among friends, for ideas, causes, humanity and of course ourselves. Reducing our scope to just the love of a partner makes us poorer and more vulnerable. Likewise, it is worth questioning the content of postmodern loneliness. When did we decide to reject loneliness? It is a reality that we cannot run away from. We were born alone and will die alone. Others are always present in our lives in the form of alone. The better we understand ourselves and our loneliness, the better prepared we are to live and also to die.